Nice work, now you're trapped. I suck at manual, so we're gonna be building a manual assistant. I don't know what to call it, but basically a little place where you can just sit there and practice your manuals all day long. We got the wood, we got everything I think that we need. I thought I had the right screws. You need like 2.5-inch screws, and I only have 2-inch screws, so I think I'm just gonna have to push them in a little bit deeper. So we'll see. But huge shout out to Kyle and April's channel, Kyle and April Ride MTB. They did a full breakdown on how to build this, and that's the steps I'm going to follow today. But yeah, here is the materials and supplies that you're going to need. This will help, and those will help too. This says it's a 2x6. However, I just measured it because I just noticed that this piece was sticking out way too far as a 6-inch. This is a 5.5-inch, 2x5.5. That's not what it's marked. I should have double checked that. Always double check the wood in Home Depot or wherever you go. But that's okay, it's still going to work. We'll just have to make some cuts here down to 5.5 inches so it'll fit flush, and that's not a big deal. Your 18, we're gonna stack it up. Obviously you have your 48-inch down here, and then you're gonna have your 20-inch in the back. So you take that 20-inch, flush it up with the back of this 48-inch board, and then you're going to bring this flush up to that. So good. So we mark that up. Go ahead and turn on the side. Line it up. Also, anyways, yeah, I went and picked up 2-inch screws because, or sorry, 2.5-inch screws because you're definitely going to need those. I ran to the hardware store real quick, got the correct screws that I needed, and I also got this. Alright, so this is going to help with, you'll see later on, I'll show you. But as always, everything is going to be linked down below in the description of this video. I'm going to finish cleaning up these screws and we're going to get back to work. I'm just going to drill some pilot holes here just to help me out, keep the wood from splitting and such. Make sure our wood is lined up in between those two lines that we drew. Alright, next we're going to take our 2x4s, our long ones, our 24-inch ones. This one's going to hold your tire in place. So first what I'm going to do is just line it up with the back here and then just screw it in from the back. On this side. So we're doing 2 on the back side here, and then we'll do 2 underneath. I'm going to come out probably 6 or 7 inches from the base of this board here to get the second screw in. So it's kind of more in the middle. Don't got to be perfect. Solid. Now, right here is a good point to check and make sure that your tire is going to fit before you get any further. Bring over your sweet rod like a glove. I don't know if I'll be able to get bigger tires in here or not. That is okay because I don't have any bigger tires, and I'm just going to really practice on this one. This is a, you guys are down here. It's a 2.3, actually 2. These are 2.4s, I think. 2.4. I know bike stuff. Yeah. Two 4s. But yeah, so that fits in here perfectly. Oh, just picture it now, baby. All right, let's get this back out of the way. Okay, so the next step is going to be to install the stabilizer, which is on the back here. Basically, it keeps it from falling over or falling to the side, which is what you don't want. This is your stabilizer back here. Just going to go here. But obviously, you need some more stabilization. These two pieces come into play on each end. First thing you can do is screw these into this board here. Make sure they're flush at the end. And we're going to drill some pilot holes. And with these, I'm going to do 4. Still there? Alright, just checking. Now, we want to put our stabilizer. We're going to make sure it's equal on both sides. 7.25. Okay, so 7.25. So here you could just screw it in like we've been doing with everything else and leave it as it is. But I really like the idea that they had about being able to remove this piece for easier storage or easier transport. Now you guys could probably come in just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is do what they did. 1 screw, dead center. And this is just going to help keep it in place while we put bolts in. So here are the 3 bolts, nuts, and washers. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 on the back. Flip it over. So this is where this piece is going to come in play. Like I said, it'll be linked down below. This is going to make us a little bit of an indent here so these bolts can sit down nice and flush. And obviously you don't want them sticking out. So this is a 2-inch, and I'm just going to basically mark 3 spots here. So one right here, there, right about there. Go ahead and go for it. So now, drill your thick holes for your bolts. They need the big one. Okay, drill away. Woo! Take this one off, just to help keep us a little more stabilized for the other ones. Close your eyes. Bore that hole out a little bit more, and help that bolt slide in better. Flip it over. Throw our washers on, and obviously our nuts. So let's take our holding screw out. And I'm just going to take this, give them a little snug. But that's solid. So what's next? We now need to install the braces for the sides here. Now one thing is to make sure that it doesn't hit your derailleur. I have my derailleur like all the way back here, so I can make sure that I don't hit it. I can take the light out now. Whew. But now that you have this side done, all you gotta do is cut it, and then just match it up to that side, mark it, and cut that side. Loud noises. Don't ask me what angle this is, just line it up. Now we're at this way. Now we just need to screw these in. We are getting somewhere, people. We're almost there. Let's just double check, make sure that our derailleur doesn't hit and our tire fits. There we go. The only other thing we have left to do is this. So we noticed that it was 5.5 earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this down to 5.5. Now obviously if you wanted to fit a bigger tire in here, a 29-inch, they say this should fit a 29er in there. If not, you can always remove this piece and extend it out further. So I'm going to go ahead and take the bike out because we don't want to risk any accidents and puncture a big hole in our tire. Sweet! We're almost done. All we have left is the eye hook here. So eye hook's going to go right here. That will hold your strap to keep you from falling backwards. And on the bottom, you want something to keep it from sliding like that. Let's see what I have. So I literally like save a lot of things. A lot of things I think I'm going to use. Don't really have a purpose for them at the time, but these are some extras from a very old surfboard track pad that I have. And these might work perfectly as grips on each end here. Why not give it a shot? I don't really have any other use for these. I knew this day would come. Use every little bit. It really doesn't move. Excellent! So now all we need here is to put our little eyelet in, about 1 inch or so, 1.5 inches off the front. Alright, so obviously it's the next day. Ran out of time, got late, had to put the little one to bed. But we pretty much finished the build. However, we didn't talk about one final step, which is having some kind of way to keep your bike from falling backwards. I didn't have a proper strap for this. I found something laying around the house, which is my dog's old leash. I don't know how long it is, probably 3 to 4 feet. Probably it's a little bit too long. Usually you want to hook it down at the bottom of the down tube here. So I had to extend this a little bit. I just wrapped it around the top of the triangle here in the rear, and that does a good job of keeping me from going too far over. You can find something laying around your house, perfect, use it. If not, I'm going to do you guys a favor. I'm going to link something down below that's going to be good for you. Yeah, the only thing left is to test it out and make sure it works. Woo! I still have that fear of falling back, even though I know this is going to keep me from falling back. Oh! Oh! Yeah, that was a good one. All right. Whew. It's also kind of a good workout. So yeah, guys, that's it. Pretty simple build. It was fun to do, and this is really going to be beneficial. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with this thing. Soon I'm going to be releasing a video of me cutting these bars. I'm probably going to be doing that today. To shorten these up, I noticed when I pulled my grip in a little bit more, I was able to pull the bike up a lot easier. I think I've been doing it wrong this whole time, and I'm excited to see what that's going to do for me. So stay tuned for that video. And for now, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I just bought a new it. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to know it. That's the stuff that I love, la da da da. We can be friends if you wanna.